Okay, if you wanted a second example, here's an example of a problem that was a reaction that isn't finished for you, but it's practicing ideas that we've recently finished, and that's guessing the products. This is a single element, and it's attacking a two-part element, hydrogen hydroxide, which we usually call water. So what's going to happen? Calcium and hydrogen are going to be singly competing. This is a single replacement. Calcium is stronger, so it should get the partner, and hydrogen's going to get the boot. Hydrogen's sort of in the middle of the reactivity series. So calcium and hydroxide are going to become partners. Right? The metal competes with this part, which is acting like the metal. Hydroxide's a polyatomic ion. So this comes in here, and the hydrogen's going to get the boot. Now, we've guessed what the two reactions are. You have to then balance them. Can calcium be alone? Is it one of the magnificent seven? Nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine? Nope. So that's fine being alone. Hydrogen, hydroxide, yes, +1, -1, so they're fine. But this is not. This is a -1 here, and that's +2, so we need 2 on the outside. Calcium hydroxide 2, and the hydrogen cannot be alone. That's a diatomic. Now you can balance the left side with the right side. Okay, I've got 1H, 1H. I love thinking of water as HOH because it makes it so much easier to balance. I've got 1H there and 2H there, so if I put this 2 in front, that also doubles the number of OH and takes care of what I had to there. So 1, 2, 1, 1 is the way this is balanced. If I have 20 grams of calcium, and I want to get to 20, or how many moles of hydrogen are produced here, I'm going to do it the same way I just did up top. We're going to start with what's given. 20 grams of calcium. It's asking how many moles of hydrogen that I need. This is nice because I've actually stopped the path a little bit easier along the way. So I'm going to need a fraction, right? You're going to go from grams of given into what? Moles of given. So we want to go from grams of calcium into moles of calcium. Don't even worry about the number yet. Now for moles of given, you're going to change it into what? You go from moles of calcium. Notice I put this on the bottom, so when I multiply them, those two cancel out. And then I want to go to moles of what's being asked for, which is over here. And then I can stop because I have the answer that is being requested. I go from moles of calcium to moles of hydrogen. And that's going to give me this answer. Now the only thing I have to do is fill in these numbers. I know 1 mole of calcium weighs something. 40 grams if I look on the periodic table, okay? And I know that from the balanced equation here, I can get the numbers that are in front. 1 mole of calcium, because there's a 1 in front here, usually reacts with how many moles of water? Oh, nope, it doesn't want water. It wants this number over here. Of how many moles of hydrogen? Every 1 calcium produces 1 H2. So now all I do is I take 20 times 1 times 1 divide by 1 divide by 40 in the calculator. I just take 20 divided by 40, right? Those other numbers will get in the way. This is just going to be 20 divided by 40 is 0.5 or 1/2 a mole of hydrogen is produced. Cool? That's the way we do these. How many grams of water are used? I'll just do this real quick. We'll still get the same beginning, right? 20 grams of calcium, just so you get the hang of this one. And I'm now asking for how many grams of water are used, which is H2O. The only thing that's going to be different is this second step. So I'm still going to get grams of given to moles of given. And in the second step, I'm going to go from moles of given, which is calcium, to moles wanted, which is water. And in this case, it's not 1 to 1, but 1 to 2. And we know what 1 mole weighs. It's the same as is up here, 40. So now you got 20 divided by 40, or 20 times 1 times 2. That's 40. Divide by 1, divide by 40. 40 divided by 40 is 1. So how many grams of water do you end up with? Moles. This is the question was how many moles of water? 1 mole of water. Okay? So that's nice because I didn't... Oh, but it's asking for grams. And so I didn't quite get there. How would I set that last bit up? One more fraction from grams are given to moles given. Moles given to moles wanted, which is water, into grams of water, grams of given. So 1 mole of water gives me usually 18 grams. I already know that I'm going to have 2 times 20 is going to be 40 divided by 40 is 1. 1 times 18, this is going to give me exactly 18 Okay, so that's how I do those factor label problems.